So serene. Now I know what you're thinking. That was obviously footage for the next Discovery Planet Earth, right? No, actually, that was filmed entirely on this little guy. This is a DJI Mavic Mini, which is a consumer drone that comes in at just $399. $499 if you get the Fly More package, which I'll go to in a bit. But I'd like to talk about the specs of this and basically why I got it. This guy comes in at just 249 grams. And that's important because US federal regulations state that any drone 250 grams and over is required to be registered and follow the guidelines for air safety for whatever that is. But like I said, this comes in at 249 grams. It doesn't need to be registered. Obviously, you need to follow proper safety guidelines for operating this. And the app actually does a good job at keeping you out of not only other people's way, but out of the way of the federal or local laws. So the camera on this guy is actually a 1/2-inch sensor on a 3-axis gimbal that allows you to get pretty solid video. You can take up to 2.7K resolution video and 12 megapixel still photos. Now 2.7 is kind of in between, or actually it is in between your 1080p and your 4K. I like it because the files aren't that large, but you have enough wiggle room that if you want to crop into a 2.7K video, you can get nice clean 1080p output. The battery included in the Mavic Mini will give you roughly 30 minutes of flight time. I've seen a little bit less than that, probably around 26, 28 minutes. But if you buy the Fly More package, which I strongly recommend, it's only $100 more, and I believe you get more than $100 worth of accessories. That comes with, first of all, this hard case to carry around everything. You don't need the Fly More package to get the controller. Obviously the controller comes with it because you can fly it without it. What the Fly More package does give you though is this battery charging pack, which comes with 2 additional batteries. So that gives you a total of 3 batteries. Quick math, 3 times 30 minutes, an hour and a half of flight time. This battery pack also makes it convenient to charge them. You just plug it in and it'll charge all 3 at the same time and let you know, I guess that's what it did, and we'll let you know the charge level on each battery. Also, you get these, which are spare propellers in case you crash it, which I actually did once. It also comes with the protectors, so if you want to avoid damaging your propellers, it comes with propeller guards. But note that if you put those on, that will put you over the 250 gram limit. So if this isn't registered, you could potentially get in trouble for flying a drone over 250 grams. So the thing that makes DJI one of the most reputable consumer drone brands is they're just so easy to fly, and everything is just extremely simple to set up. When you first get your drone, all you have to do is connect your smartphone to the controller, which is extremely easy. It's built in to where you just fold out these legs. First step is to take out the joysticks and screw those in. Then you can place your phone in the dedicated area, clamp it in so it has room for pretty large phones. This is an iPhone X. So once that's in there, you use the supplied cable. They do a good job of including all the necessary cables for different types of phone connections. You connect that directly to the controller, download the DJI Fly More app, DJ Fly. You download the DJI app and it'll go through the process of pairing and even give you a tutorial on how to fly your drone for the first time. This is unlike those fancy racing drones that you see. This guy, once it's in the air, if you don't even touch the controller, it'll just hover there. There's only 3 real controls on the controller, 2 joysticks, and there's different settings so you can control how you want those to operate. Someone is calling me right now. I don't know anyone in Kingston Springs, Tennessee. So over here on the back side, there's this little kind of wheel rocker control, and that's what's going to control the camera tilting. It can go from 180 degrees straight out, 90 degrees down to looking straight down at the ground. There's dedicated buttons on here for taking a picture and starting to record, which is super convenient if you don't want to use your thumb to press the button on the app on the screen. So yeah, it's super easy to fly. There's a return home button in case it gets really far out there and you really don't know how to get home. There's 3 modes of flying the Mavic Mini. There's cinema mode, which is what I used for 90% of the video that you saw in the intro. That's going to give you a slower speed, but with that, your videos are going to be much more stable and look a lot cleaner. There's position mode, which allows you to unlock kind of the automatic filming control modes this drone has. So there's 3. There's a helix one, which is pretty cool, where you set a target and the drone will actually fly around you in a circle while moving up and kind of give you this cool helix video that'll stay locked on the target. There's a mode that just shoots the drone straight up while looking down if you want a shot that looks like that. And there's one, it'll fly out at an angle and just stay looking at the target. So the DJI Mavic Mini does not have proximity sensors, so be careful if you're flying around objects, trees, people. It's not going to sense that. It's not going to automatically avoid them like the Mavic Air 2 or the Mavic 2 Pro would. So keep that in mind when flying. And the last mode is sport mode, which is probably the most fun mode to fly in because it just goes as fast as it can. This will reach top speeds of roughly 30 miles per hour, which is pretty cool seeing something this small flying around at 30 miles per hour. It's pretty fun. Now, one thing that the Mavic Mini does not have that I wish it did was a follow me mode. It's more expensive. Siblings have that, which is where you can set a target and go, and the drone will actually follow that target around. So it's good if you're doing like action shots like snowboarding or biking or anything like that. It will not do that. You're going to have to manually follow yourself, and if you can do that while riding a bike, that's impressive. So that's something I wish it had, but for the price, I can't knock it. This is an excellent drone for the price. Anyone that's thinking about getting into flying drones but isn't really sure yet, wants to kind of try it out, I can definitely recommend this. And I understand that with the Fly More package, it's $500, and that's not an insignificant amount of money for anybody. So I'm not saying go break the bank and buy this, but if you have the funds to spend, I would definitely recommend starting out with the Mavic Mini. If I had to say the best value, or if you're looking to step up into something a little more sophisticated, the DJI Mavic Air 2, which just came out, is an excellent piece of hardware that's going to give you 4K 60 FPS video, follow me, more sensors, 48 megapixel stills, all that. It comes in at, if you want the Fly More package with that, I believe it's right at $1,000 or $800 just for the drone. I can't complain. I'm really enjoying using this. If I get the Mavic Air 2, which I might because I have terrible impulse control and I really want one. So if I do get one, I will do a comparison video showing you the differences between them and answering, is it worth it to go for something more expensive. But if you have any opinions on drone flying, if you have a Mavic Mini or any of the DJI drones, and you want to kind of sound off in the comments of what you think, feel free to let us know. But like I said, I would recommend this to anyone looking to get into drones. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified the next time we post something awesome. See you on the next one.